Hello everybody and welcome back to the E.D. Lumley Arena from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. It's the Cornwall Colts and the Toronto Wildhounds in their second meeting this season. And Toronto will go in their home uniforms on the road. Obviously, that's how the first half of the season is going to go. It's the first time they bring them out. Sent in here by Thrower, the winner of last game. Here's an early opportunity. What a stop by Shabbat out of the gates. Was on with it. Toronto shifts to Tyler Bryson in between the pipes tonight. And Bryson out of his net to play it. He'll send it around, but the Colts, the only ones there. Was on to Fernand. He scores! It's an early Cornwall lead on a turnover by the netminder. Tyler Bryson has not had a good start to his season. He has not even made one stop this year. Still looking for his first save. The first shot of the night tonight goes in. Here's Bindelis. He'll send that ahead for Fernand, and here he comes again with the lane. He stopped. First save of the year for Tyler Bryson, and he holds on for a faceoff. Cornwall, an early lead here in Game 2 against the Wildhounds in this weekend series between these rivals. Here's the draw. One back again by the Colts. It's Marnell. Centers to Lazon. That shot's blocked as it glanced wide. It's kept in. Marnell. Bindelis. That goes wide of the goal. Picked up again by the Colts. It's Lazon to it. Here's the shot blocked. Fernand gets it away. Kicked out and poke checked by Bryson. Hounds kept in their zone here. Another shot. That glances over the net. Lazon with it again. Here's Bindelis. Copper looking to get that puck. Marnell lane. Blocked, but not out. They still try to get it out. And McCoy couldn't get to it. And is there going to be a penalty on the play? Yes, there is. They touch up. Cornwall goes to the power play. It's been all Colts here in the first. McCoy heads off. 2 minutes for hooking. 6 power plays allowed again last game. Here's the first one tonight. Draw one, here's Finnegan. Gave it away, Robitaille in front. That's just sent wide. Hounds try to get it. Down low, Robitaille has it. He's kicked out by Bryson. Shears clears that out and down into the Cornwall zone. This might be the best home start for the Colts this year, and there's going to be another penalty on the play. He'll be hooking again. Owen Carr will head off. And it's an early 5-on-3 for the Colts, who already lead this game 1-0. Draw one. Marnell fires, tipped, it goes wide. Lawson has it. Off the boards ahead to McKinley, and he'll fan on getting it out. Robitaille to the net. He's stopped by Bryson. Hounds are there, and this time they'll get it out and down the ice. Good killing there by Toronto. It needs to be sharp as they trail already, and they have their weaker of the two netminders in net tonight. Robitaille to Belleville. Here come the Colts. McKinley trying to get back and defend on it. Here's the shot. Bryson, a big save. It's loose. He has it. And holds on for another face-off for the Toronto Wildhounds. Big save by Bryson. He needed that one to get his confidence back here a bit after giving up an early one. Draw one. McKinley clears. Not out, but Lash pokes it out the rest of the way. And here's Bindelis on it. Lash trying to challenge him. Here's an opportunity, and the Colts are inside. Another penalty going to Toronto. Slashing. It'll be a 5-on-3 for 21 seconds. This will already be 3 power plays in the game for Cornwall. Unable to break through so far. Draw one back. Here's Thrower clearing it. It does get out and down the ice. 10 seconds left on the first penalty. Here's Fernand. Olivier Perroni has Lazon ahead. Power play done. Back to 5-on-4 as the save made by Bryson. And there's Carr to get it out and down. Already 3 penalties in this game to the Wildhounds on the road. It's picked up by Bindelis. Looks to get it ahead. Pike is on it. Here's Caden Pike. He has Vida. And he's stopped by Bryson. Thrower trying to get it. Sent back. Fernand. That's tipped just wide. And Nicholson there to clear down and down. 35 seconds left on the shorthanded rush. Here's Carr turning it over. Gets that back to Nicholson. Holding on to it, killing the clock. He'll feed that back and around for Cleaver. Cleaver back to the point. Nobody there, but that'll do it. Colts 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. Bryson out of his net to play it. That was almost turned over. Carr with it through center. Here's Owen Carr. Weaves, waits, shoots, blocked in front of Shabbat. Vita has it back, and here come the Colts through center. Now with speed on the right wing. Nicholson trying to catch up. Stop made by Bryson. He holds on. 6:25 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Cornwall from Cornwall. Hits in the game, believe it or not, a very low 1-0 for Toronto. Here's the draw, one back by Cornwall again. It's Bindelis. He'll center to Marnell. Has a lane. He's stopped. Rebound doesn't go. Oh, a big save made by Tyler Bryson. Maybe his best of the year so far. My goodness. 10 shots in this opening period. He's allowed one. Allowed a goal on the first shot, but he's been lights out since. And this is exactly what they're looking for from Tyler Bryson in between the pipes as the Toronto backup. Well, you need to be able to rely on your goaltender when it's a back-to-back. Your team is more fatigued. You need to be better. You need to be sharper in net, and he has been after giving up that first goal. Here's Lazon to Bindelis. Fires, tipped, it's loose, and they score! And are they going to wave it off? Yes, they are. Definitely looked like there was some contact that stopped Bryson from moving in the net. You can see that clear as a bell, and it is no goal. Definitely contact on that play, no doubt about it. The fans will boo, but clear indication that there was some interference against Tyler Bryson. And here's Bindelis. Dug free here by the Hounds. Caremore to Jackson. He has Josh in his pass through center. Here's Josh to Lodge. They'll just send it in. 2 to play here in the first. 1-0 Cornwall. Here's Marnell with it. Lazon. Jackson trying to get it. Now Fernand Olivier Perron. McKinley defending on him. Knocks him off the puck. Last minute of play here in the first. That pass ahead finds Jonathan Lodge, and he'll just send in for Toronto. Ricocheted to Shabbat. Plays that down to Bindelis. Already 3 penalties in the period, and is there going to be a fourth? It doesn't look like it. The period will come to an end. Cornwall with the lead. They scored on their first shot of the game, but Bryson has been lights out since. It's 1-0 Colts after 1. Shots a goal in the game are 10-1 Cornwall. They lead it 1-0 after 1. The hits are 3-1 Toronto. Face off 6-4 Colts. Power plays 0 for 3 Cornwall. Toronto has an ad one. It's 1-0 Colts after 1. Welcome into period 2 from Edie Lumley Arena in downtown Cornwall. It's the Colts and the Wild Hounds. Second of a few meetings this year. Here's Bindelis. He'll move in. Has a man on his right, but got his own shot away, and Bryson had to be sharp on it. He was. Holds on for a face-off. 44 seconds into this period. Well, and you know that the Colts are going to pressure. We saw it last night back in Toronto. We're seeing it again here tonight. This team won 1-1, but they have a lot more to show. Was on, right on. Stopped by Bryson. Sent around the Colts. It's turned over, and Bryson comes up huge. Got a glove on it, but another giveaway. Fernand stop. What a save! Tyler Bryson diving from left to right, and then a poke check on top of it. Oh my, kept that out. You can hear the fans applauding that even though it's not their arena. Yeah, you have to applaud that. What a save. Tyler Bryson. This goaltender was pulled out on the first 3 shots of last game against the Owen Sound attack. Game 2 of the season. Allowed 3 goals on 3 shots and was pulled immediately. Didn't even make one save. He has been lights out after giving up a goal on the first shot here tonight. Here's Fernand again with it. The Colts to the attack. What a save by Tyler Bryson. That is on the highlight reel, the best save of the year so far. Cleaver a shot, handled, rebound, it didn't go. Just slid wide. Vita. Finally, Toronto attacking. Here's Cleaver, shooting. Here's Lash on the feed. Back to the point. Shears lets it go. Blockered away. Rebound back to the net. And that's held on to by Shabbat. We're almost halfway. It's 1-0 Colts. Good back and forth action between these two rivals, but it's 1-0 Colts still. Renfrew's line is on the ice. Wins it back for Toronto. Nicholson winds and fires. That's blocked. Got it back. Shoots again. It's wide. And Shears couldn't hold it in. Here come the Colts. Caden Pike. Nicholson trying to get back. Here's the shot deflecting, and Bryson made the save. Shears to Lawson. Hounds through center with it. Lawson chips and chases. Sent in. Carr was after it. And that's going to be a penalty. You can see that clear as a bell. Hooking in that corner. It'll be the fourth power play of the night to the Colts. Had 3 in the first. The discipline act here in the second was working until now. Here's Marnell to Robitaille. Shooting it. Good save made by Bryson. It's cleared. And just out to center. Logan has it here. Sent ahead to Belleville. He has Frazier. In over the Toronto line. Dropping it off to Robitaille. Blocked, and Nicholson clears it out and down the ice. Shabbat out of his net to play it. Feeds it around the far boards for Logan. Here's Robitaille with it. Robitaille up to Frazier. Frazier with a lane. Drops for Belleville. He stops. And Thrower clears it out and down the ice. Tyler Bryson has been phenomenal tonight. Woods to it. Short-handed. Sent it back to Thrower. To the point. Just held. Nicholson fans on it. Belleville has it. Here come the Colts. 2-on-1. Thrower the only man back. The shot taken away. Sent ahead Carr to Copper out of the box, and that just missed him. 5.5 to go in the period. It's 1-0 Cornwall offside against McCoy. Faceoffs 9-5 Colts in the game. They lead at 1-0. The goal came on the first shot of the game. There's been nothing since. Make that 10-5 for faceoff wins. Logan. Here's Robitaille, and another penalty. Toronto's biggest problem this season has been taking penalties. This is the 5th tonight. They've averaged 5 to 6 a game. Draw 1. Ferdinand off to Pike. He'll shoot. Blocked by Finnegan. Copper clears out and down. This period running out quite fast. It's 1-0 Cornwall. Pindelis in the corner with it. Copper had some words. And is that going to be a penalty? No. To get away with one there, maybe. Was on. What a save. Bryson getting the glove on it. Shears is there. He clears it out and down. A minute gone on this power play. Here's Ferdinand with it. Copper had some words for him. They're talking here. There's some arguing going on in the Cornwall zone. And Lazon enters. He has a step to the net. Taken down. McCoy clears. Out to center. Copper was there. And he'll weave his way through center. What a move. Bandit shoots, and it's off the blocker of Shabbat and up into the seating. 8 seconds left on the power play. Cornwall unable. So the face-off here to the right side of the Cornwall net. 3 to go in the period. 1-0 Colts. Draw one back, and here's Lash. He had some words, and the penalty is coming. Fernando Olivier Perrot with a dash. Shoots. Stopped by Bryson. Back to the power play goal. The Colts again for the 6th time tonight. So Lash heads off. Back to the power play goes Cornwall. Leading this game 1-0 with 2:22 remaining in the second. Draw 1. Here's Bindelis shooting right on. Bryson again has the answer. It has been all Cornwall tonight. Shots in the game are 19-5 Colts. We're averaging 10 shots a period tonight. Here's the draw. One back. Fernand, right on. That's number 20. It's stopped by Bryson, and it's picked up and cleared, not out. Robitaille stopped again by Bryson. In the corner with it. And Jackson turned it over. Belleville stopped. Loose in front. Robitaille scores. It was coming. They get rewarded. It's another power play goal against. And it's 2-0. Owen Robitaille with his first as a Colt. So under 2 to play in this period. Hounds have not done anything but defend all game long. And they're now down by 2. Here comes Robitaille. In again. Robitaille stopped by Bryson. Playing that down to Thrower. Last chance in the period for Toronto maybe. As it's given away. That pass sent to Lawson. He'll feed it up on the wing for Finnegan. 3 seconds in the period. Shot! Scores! Finnegan just put it to the net. He gets rewarded. It sneaks its way through Chabot. With 2 seconds remaining in the period, Toronto back in it, 2-1. This is just a pass up on the wing. Simple shot. Chabot has to have this. It did have some good release to it, but this is one that Chabot sees all the way. You cannot let this in. So the face-off back to center. 2 seconds remaining in the period. It's now 2-1. Last night's game went to a shootout. 3-2 Toronto would win. We're down 2-0 in that game as well. It's 2-1 Cornwall after 2 here tonight from Edie Lumley Arena. Shots a goal in the game are 24-6 Cornwall. They lead 2-1 after 2. Hits are 6-4 Colts. Faceoffs 15-6 Cornwall. Power plays 1 for 6. Toronto has an ad one. No short-handed goals. It's 2-1 after 2. Welcome into period 3. Toronto down by a goal once again to this Cornwall lineup tonight. And they're going to have to be sharp here in the third. Bindelis. Here's Fernand Olivier. He'll enter to start the period. Tavita, shot blocked. Finnegan ahead. Here's Coffey and the Hounds off to the races. Coffey sends it in and it's McCoy to it. Ryan McCoy scores! Faked the shot, then took it when the legs open. Slips it through, and this game is tied. And he's ecstatic about it. Yeah, what a goal for Ryan McCoy. Just seeing the split second that his legs are open and finds the sweet spot to tie this game. Just chip and chase. That's what they did. They get rewarded on the opportunity. McCoy, with his third of the year, it's another big-time goal for this club to get back in this game. Face-off 1. Thrower will send it in. Toronto chasing it down. It's Copper. Shooting. Easily gloved by Chabot. They hold on to that. Toronto with a little bit of a push here early in this third period after scoring late in the second to get within one. They answer early here in the third to get it tied up. Here's the draw. One back by McCoy. Thrower winds, shoots. Glove save again made by Chabot. McCoy down low. Copper to McCoy. Here's McCoy looking for a lane, goes for a spin. Winded, shoots, it's off a leg. Coffey was in the corner trying to get it. Now Fernand Olivier Perron. Here's Bindelis through center with it. Bindelis in over the line. And another penalty going to Toronto. So Cornwall back to the power play for the 7th time of the game. They've had all 7 power plays tonight. Face-off won by the Colts. Here's Marnell fanning on it. Carr has it. Here's Carr short-handed. He'll step by. Carr has a man with him. Centers it. Just missed Cleaver. Finnegan to Nicholson. Chips that back to the point to Carr. Carr looks for a lane, moves in now, tries to take the shot. It goes in behind. Frazier with it back. Cleaver had some words. And now Beliveau and a penalty coming to Toronto. And it gets worse as Nicholson touches up. It'll be a 5-on-3 here in the third and a 2-2 game. Face-off will come here. Left side of the Toronto net. And it's won back by the Colts. Here's Bindelis shooting, fanned on it. Cleared out by Toronto. This will be 8 penalties on the night, the worst this season for them. Picked up, and here's Pike. Off to Bindelis, 24 seconds left on the 5-on-3. McKinley trying to defend. Here's the shot, it deflects. Shears is there, couldn't get it out. Pike with an opportunity, now McKinley clears. That's not out. Bindelis has a lane. He's stopped by Bryson. Lawson with it. Down low, here's Bindelis. Good save made by Bryson. And Thrower clears it out and down the ice. Holtz back to get it here. Copper on the pickpocket. Back to the point, quick shot, easily gloved by Chabot. He holds on for a face-off with 24 seconds remaining on the Cornwall power play. About to be 1 for 8 on the night on the power play. Here's the draw. It's one back by Toronto. Nicholson has it. Fans on the shot, try to get that to the net. It didn't work. And a penalty again. That'll be number 9 on the night. Flipping the call. Owen Carr heads off. And here we go again. Toronto's penalty trouble has costed them. Lucky it's just one goal here tonight. Here's a turnover to McCoy. He's in alone. McCoy! He's stopped by Chabot. Biggest save of the night for Caleb Chabot. Robitaille to Fraser. In they come again. It's a break the other way. Stopped by Bryson. And sent in for Robitaille. He's slashed, and that will be number 10. Another player heads off. Good chances for both teams. Now a 5-on-3 for a minute and 9 seconds. Here's the draw. This is 10 penalties now on the night. And here's a turnover to Finnegan. He'll just get it out and down the ice. Chabot elects not to play it. McCoy is after it. And Marnell gave that away to McCoy. He'll shoot. Good block made there. And now Fraser will step by. Shear's the only man back. Here's the chance. He scores! Bradley Fraser gives the Colts the lead back. 3-2. It's a power play goal. It's the second goal in as many nights against Toronto. It's the second power play goal allowed in a game this season by the Hounds, the first time. Here's Vita with a shot. Good save. Rebound pop free. Vita looks out front, and they score! It's another power play goal. That's 3, and it's 4-2. 3 power play goals allowed for the first time this season by the Wild Hounds. And the floodgates have opened. Power plays starting to cost. Here's McKinley. He'll send it in for Toronto. Down by 2 now here in this third period. They were down 2 once in this game already. Lawson. Here's Carr. Back to the point. He has McKinley letting it go. That's fanned on. Now Carr fanned on it and went wide. Lawson. Back to the point. McKinley fakes, shoots. That's blocked. Kept in by Renfro. Renfro looks. He'll shoot it. Chabot the stop. And he holds on. 7:13 to go. It's 4-2 Cornwall. What a game by the Cornwall Colts. They get rewarded finally for their efforts. Much better game here tonight than the last one against the Brantford Bulldogs. Here's a shot. That didn't miss by much. Lawson. Toronto pressing now. They know that they have to start playing. Penalty coming. It's going to the Colts. Lawson in front. Touched up. Power play Toronto. They scored on their very first power play yesterday. An opportunity here to get within one on their second power play of the season. Both power plays allowed by Cornwall. Draw one back. Here's Thrower. Shoots. Tipped. Saved by Chabot. And he easily holds on to that for the Colts. 5:48 to go. It's 4-2 here from Cornwall. Shots a goal 28-15 for the Colts in this game. Toronto hasn't really pressured the point. Draw one again though. Thrower moves in. Shoots. Deflects over the net. Good stick by one of the Colts. And Logan and the Colts try to get it out but can't. Thrower has a lane. He shoots. And Chabot got it in the glove and holds on again. Just trying to get a setup on this power play. You can see the Hounds looking for that open pass. Haven't been able to find it so far. Good coverage by the Cornwall Colts on this penalty kill. They need to win a face-off and clear it though. And they do here. McDonald turned it over. Here's a shot. Chabot comes through again. Logan will clear that, and it does get by Copper and out. A minute to go on the power play. Here's Woods. He has Coffey with him. They move in quickly. Woods to the front. What a stop made by Chabot. He got his pad over. Carr again. He stopped. 30 seconds left on the power play. Coffey with it. Over. Carr fanning. It's picked up by Woods. 20 seconds. He shoots. Fanned on it. And it's Fraser. He will get it out. Thrower couldn't keep it in. Power play done. Here's Copper, though, at the end of it. He's stopped again. Chabot's been lights out. Here's another, and that's gloved. 3:08 to go. He holds on. Caleb Chabot holding the fort for Cornwall late. Try to hand Toronto their first loss of the year. Great chances all over that power play, and right at the end of it as well. And he has been lights out the last few minutes. This is where you need to be sharp in goal, and he has been. The draw. One back by the Hounds. Trouble here. Lash to the front. And that was handled. Cleaver with it. Cleaver waits, shoots, stop. Rebound. It deflects to the net. They don't put it in. Oh my, the chances were there, but they don't come through. And we're going to enter the last minute of play here in the third period. Toronto down by 2. Here's Bendelis. Sending it back and around. Lash will have to knock that down. Robitaille to Pike, ahead to Fraser. Seconds running out here. Colts chip it in. 20 seconds to go. Hounds back to it. It's Finnegan. Time running out. That finds Coffey. Here they come. 2-on-1. Time is on the exits. And Chabot makes a game saver with 9 seconds to go. Oh my. In the splits, it has been the Caleb Chabot show tonight. 9 seconds left. Toronto cannot believe what they faced here tonight. Well, this is nothing like the netminder they faced yesterday, and that will do it. The frustration, there's going to be a fight right at the end of this game. Vita and Coffey getting his licks in here. As the anger shows on the Wildhounds, they will lose for the first time this season, and it's in regulation time. So these two teams will split the season set so far, the first 2 games of 4. Toronto winning 3-2 in a shootout last night. The Colts winning here tonight 4-2. And there is going to be penalties on the play. Doesn't matter. Just 2 seconds to go anyway. The puck dropped. Colts have it. One last shot. Walkered away. And Cornwall erupts in the third period for a 4th spot to win this one. 4-2. So Tyler Bryson was lights out as well, but the power plays came back to burn the Wildhounds in that third period, and Caleb Chabot was lights out when he needed to be as Toronto tried to get back in the game down 2, but couldn't even get within 1. Your final score tonight from Cornwall, it's the Colts 4, the Wildhounds 2 in regulation.